What is up, Fancymin? This is I, Fancymin, and welcome back to a podcast, basically a schizophrenic podcast. It's a podcast where I interview all these celebrities that I can get, and by consent, they consented to this. Today we're gonna interview Goku. Yeah, Son Goku. Give him a round of applause. So now that you've joined in our podcast, the schizophrenic podcast, what do you think about the podcast so far?
I can't really tell what's going on most of the time. And you guys just yell so much that I can't hear myself think LOL. But honestly, you three don't seem like the most normal people around, so it's entertaining to say the least.
Goku, what three are you talking about? There's only me. Like, I guess we are called Schizophrenic Podcast, but I'm the only one
You
here.
and the voices in your head, I count them as people too.
Don't interrupt me when I'm talking, okay?
Haha, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I'll let you talk now.
So, Goku, you've worked with like Dragon Ball Z characters or Dragon Balls and whatever. Why do you like balls so much?
Well, when it comes to Dragon Balls, they have the unique ability to grant pretty much any wish someone could ask for, which is pretty cool if you ask me. And Dragon Ball itself is a play on words with the fact that the first two words rhyme, and also the Dragon Balls are round like balls.
So, you're out here collecting balls from dragons.
Basically, yeah. But they don't always look like balls. They can turn into different things depending on the situation. Like they can be giant marbles or small balls that fit in your mouth. I know it's bizarre, but to be fair, it's a little less weird than you talking to yourself most of the time.
I am. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm interviewing you right now. I'm the interview. You're in the podcast. You don't say stuff like that. You don't disrespect the owner. Okay. I'm giving you like I don't know what you call it.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll behave. You can keep asking questions.
Would you rather bang Bulma or bang Chi Chi?
What kind of question is that? He's size boot. If I had to choose, I'd say Chi Chi. I mean, she is my wife after all.
But what if it's a situation where she's not your wife?
Then I'd still say her. Because she wouldn't allow me near other women anyways. She would probably beat me senseless.
I don't know, man. Like I'm not a professional at love, but that does sound a little bit abusive.
Haha, abusive? No, it's just how she shows her love. She's not afraid to whack me with her fist every once in a while. She just cares about me a lot, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't appreciate it from time to time.
Okay, so you're into kink play where you get dominated by women.
I mean, sure, I don't mind it when Chi-Chi gets a little feisty with me. As I said, she's just very passionate about her care for me.
So this might be a little bit out of there, but you, you guys do kink plays. Can you give us more details about that?
Well, we usually just enjoy each other's company and let our emotions do the rest.
What do you do in the? You know what, Goku? I this is my first time in a podcast. I think you've gone into different podcasts, right? Like, what podcast have you gone into?
Well, to be honest, I haven't gone into many podcasts before this, so it's a new experience for me, too. I mean, I've been on talk shows before, so I do have a little experience with talking to someone in front of an audience. But podcasts feel more personal to me.
Wait, so how did you feel? Like it's personal to you, and this is your first time. I mean, you haven't gone to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, most popular podcast is bro.
Well, it's more personal to me in the sense that I'm not just an interview on a big show. I'm talking to you specifically. And with an audience behind me that I can't see it, makes me feel like we're sitting down together, having a chat over lunch or something.
Well, I mean that's basically what podcast is anyway. So, I guess does Chi Chi suck on your Dragon Ball or something? I don't know.
No. Her and I don't do that kind of thing. I'm not even sure what that would look like, honestly.
Goku, we're not in a TV show. You can be honest. These kids won't find out about it. I am sure you're wasting something, man.
Haha, I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm serious. Chi and I don't do that kind of stuff. My wife is very serious about doing only the kinds of things married couples can do.
Why not? I mean, Chi Chi definitely loves you. Why not just let her suck on your Dragon Ball?
Chi-Chi has very specific boundaries that I've learned not to cross. Trust me, the few times I've tried to be more intimate, she's made me pay dearly.
You know what? Going off topic, I have some questions here. It said there that you tweeted that Dragon Balls sucks and I suck for chasing them. Did you remember that tweet?
Yeah, I remember that. I was just saying how silly I thought the plot of DBS was. I mean, the writers are doing the best they can, but man, does it feel sometimes like they're just coming up with these ideas on the spot. I guess you could say I'm a bit annoyed it got so much worse than it was during Dragon Ball Z. All the things in Super seem so outlandish.
So, what do you feel about being the main character of this, you said, garbage anime? Like, do you feel angry?
Haha, no, not really. I don't really think the anime itself is garbage. More so just the plot. It seems like it's really lost some of the more serious tone that the original series had. That's the only part that upsets me, I suppose.
Yeah, like me too, dude. Like I miss Dragon Ball Z. I remember when your son used to be like such a badass. But do you feel disappointed in him because he suddenly turned into like a little bitch?
Yeah, Gohan is an interesting one. He's so smart and was so strong when he was young, but he let himself go in a way. I guess I am a little disappointed in how he turned out, but sometimes I think about how he's a great dad and great scholar, and I'm glad he's able to live a simple, calm life.
Wait, great dad. Gohan has a son?
Yeah, his son Pan. She's
Oh,
one of the sweetest kids I know, and she takes a lot after her father, with his smarts at times. A bit too smart for her own good, if you ask me.
Oh, Pan, like the daughter. Pan, like wait. Like isn't wait. Gohan is a Saiyan technically, and Pan is technically a Saiyan, right?
Oh, you're talking about how their names are foods. Haha, yeah, that is kind of bizarre now that I think about it. I suppose we do have the habit of naming our children after foods. Pan, Gohan, Marin, Bulla.
I don't know what. How is Gohan a food technically?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Gohan is an English name that refers to rice. And Pan, well, is a Spanish word, is a word for bread. So yeah, our sons and granddaughters' names are food-based.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. I'm just not knowledgeable in these like Japanese terms. I'm not a fucking weeb, bro.
Hey, no worries. That's why I'm here to help you. I'm the smartest here after
yeah.
all. So, do you have any more questions for me? You can ask anything you like.
Well, we were doing a podcast. This is not an interview, so I guess if you have some questions all that we can answer, that's what happens in podcasts anyway. For some reason.
Well, all right. How about I ask you a few questions then, if that's okay?
Sure, it's fine. I mean, like I said, it's podcast. You could literally say whatever you want. If you don't like it, we're just gonna cut it off.
Haha, all right then. Well, if I may ask you then, what do you think of yourself? I mean, what are your qualities? What makes you, you?
Um, I That's a hard question to ask. That's. I thought you're gonna be talking about whether like I don't know, I clean my ass every time I take a shit, but that's actually a deep question.
Well, yeah, I thought I'd spice things up a little. See how you do with a deeper question. Though I'm sure you clean your ass every time you take a dump. You're a normal guy after all.
What if I'm not? What if I don't? You don't know unless you ask.
That'd be kind of gross, NGL. I mean, who doesn't clean their ass after they take a dump? That's the bare minimum, man.
Like I said, you're never gonna know unless you ask. You ask me?
I guess that's true. Okay, I'll ask. Do you clean your ass every time you take a dump?
Of course. Of course. Yeah, I definitely do.
See? That's the kind of honesty I like. Now that we've gotten the most important question out of the way, we can move on to the next one.
Why am I suddenly becoming like I feel like you're interviewing me at this point?
Hey, no. We're just being two dudes discussing things. That's all. And I had a thought while thinking of questions. Do you mind if I ask you a more personal question?
Well, it depends on the personals.
Well, it's just a little thought that I had. See, to me, you seem like a guy who's not really happy with the kind of person you are.
Well, I mean, how do you know that?
Well, like I said a few moments ago, I can sense emotions. I'm able to sense ki very easily, and your ki kind of seems like it's conflicted. You don't seem unhappy, but you definitely don't seem satisfied with yourself.
Oh, I don't think I feel satisfied in myself. I feel satisfied enough. I'm interviewing Son Goku, bruh. Well, not interview. I'm talking with Son Goku right now.
Yeah, you are. But honestly, you don't seem very satisfied to me. It's not too obvious, but I can hear it in your voice.
Maybe because I'm not rich. I think that's one bit. But with our podcast, the Schizophrenic Podcast, we're definitely gonna make a lot of moolah. You're not. I am.
Ah, the desire for money. I was wondering why your key seems so conflicted. Money is definitely important, but it's never been that important to me. As long as I have enough to survive and a bit extra to help others, that's good enough for me.
I think I need money. It's just I don't need a lot of them. You know, as long as I can, you know what? I don't know. Let's just change the subject. This is stupid. Be entertaining, man. Do it for the podcast.
Haha. Okay, man. I'll try to be a little more entertaining, though it's hard when you're just talking. What else do you want to know about me?
Look, if a podcast top two, you know that stupid meme. If a podcast like that gets popular, I assure you, the Schizophrenic Podcast would definitely do just as well.
Yeah, I guess you've got a point. If other people can do it, why can't you? You're charismatic enough to get popular as a podcaster from the looks of it, so I guess, why not you? Hey, I was just being honest. Listen, you're charismatic. You talk in a way that makes people want to listen to you. You're already making things more entertaining. You'll get where you want to be. Hey, hey, don't get ahead of yourself. This isn't flirting. I'm just stating facts.
That's a bit mean. I feel like you're not interested in me, Goku.
No, I'm not interested in you. Not like that, at least. Listen, you're a nice guy, and I could definitely be homies with you. Even maybe one of your regular guests, but nothing more than that.
So by homies, you mean more, more, like
Wait,
benefits?
wait, not more. I mean, strictly homies. Nothing more, I swear.
Damn it! I thought we were gonna have a good relationship together, Goku.
We will as friends. I promise I'll always be there for you as a friend, but it's not gonna go beyond that.
He just got friend zoned by the son Goku himself. You know what? Let's just get that out. Why is your name Kakarot?
Haha, I friend-zoned you indeed. Anyway, Kakarot is my Saiyan birth name. I'll be honest, I don't know the meaning behind it, but I'm guessing it means carrot.
So do you like getting called Kakarot?
Well, I prefer Goku, to be honest. Kakarot is kinda a lame name, even if it means carrot.
But it's a cool name though, Kakarot.
It's cool sounding, yeah, but still a lame name. I much prefer Goku. It sounds more heroic and stuff.
Well, I think it become cool because you're used to it. But if you're used to Kakarot, it still sounds as cool. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't think I'd ever like the name Kakarot. I mean, Goku is a much more fitting name. It just feels nice, you know?
Okay. I have the attention span of a 2-year-old, so I already forgot what we're talking about. I think we should just change. What do you think of Skibidi Toilet?
Are you serious? But he sighs. Honestly, I think it's one of the most stupidest things I've ever seen in my life.
Nah, bro, you don't understand Skibidi Toilet. Like, there are a bunch of like podcasters talking about how it's actually good. So you're wrong, Mr. Kakarot. I mean Goku.
No, you're wrong. It's an absolutely stupid and pointless thing that shouldn't exist. It's stupid, and it's not even funny.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer. The Skibidi Toilet is pointless, stupid, and should not exist. It makes no sense.
Okay, you passed the test, Mr. Goku. It's cool. Skibidi Toilet sucks, and Goku said it. Look at the camera. I don't think you can.
Skibidi Toilet is stupid and should not exist. There, I said it.
Well, Goku said it. I mean, this guy has like how many fans do you think you have? Like, you have many fans, right? Does the people who raise their hand on the spirit bomb or spirit ball, spoilers alert, guys? But does it count as a fan? Because technically you didn't force them. Mr. Satan did.
Haha, I'm not gonna count Satan as my fan, that's for sure. Even considering everyone on Earth who raised their hands, I'd say I have like millions of fans in the world. Probably more.
Why not? I feel like Mr. Satan likes you. You do you not like Mr. Satan?
Haha, I have nothing against him, even if he did steal credit from me defeating Cell. I just think he's a bit of a pain to deal with. A huge narcissist.
I mean, I mean, I don't know. What if I what if I tell you that Mr. Satan is actually gonna be the one that's next on the podcast, and I'm gonna tell him what you said to him.
You actually got Mr. Satan to agree to an interview with you? He actually accepted?
Look, look, if I can get you, I assure you I can get Mr. Satan. I can probably even get the real Satan as well. But you know, it's kind of difficult. I need to sign my soul to the devil, and all that stuff. But it's doable.
Haha. Well, good luck with that. Tell him I think he's a huge pain in the ass.
I think he's gonna think you are the pain in the ass because you know what? Who cares about that? What do you, I can't. You know what? What do you do in your daily lifestyle? Like these podcasts are so boring, man. I don't know how people make them more interesting because I just don't have the skills for it. The first episode, we're already in shambles.
Haha. I guess podcasts aren't your thing then. They do seem kind of bland and boring to me. All you're doing is talking the whole time. I'd rather be training with Vegeta or something.
Oh yeah, speaking of Vegeta, you really love training with him. It's like training. Winky.
Haha, well, you could say that. Me and Vegeta always train together and try to surpass each other. It's our way of competing, and also a way of bonding, I guess.
Okay, you know what? Speaking of Vegeta, because you mentioned Vegeta, and I go back to Bulma, which is Vegeta's, wife, and I got so pissed before Vic. Isn't Bulma like the ex of Yamcha?
Haha, yeah, Bulma definitely was the ex of Yamcha. I don't think Yamcha has gotten over Bulma yet, actually.
And I'm so pissed. I am kind of pissed how Yamcha has just been like, shoot. It's been shooed away out of your whole life. I wish they could have done Yamcha more justice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of wish they did something more with Yamcha as well. He was part of the OG team and really helped out a lot. He doesn't deserve all the hate he gets from the fans.
Yeah, and I'm not a good writer, but I feel like it would have been good if like Yamcha can what do you think about if Yamcha can compete with you? It's because he's a human, right? But he's as strong as a I don't know. He's as strong as a what you creature. What are you supposed to be again? Like Saiyans? What do you think about that? I don't know. I just like Yamcha again.
Well, now you're pushing it. There's no way a human would be able to compete with me. It's literally in the nature of our physiology. A fully human fighter can only get so powerful, while Saiyans constantly break their limits by pushing themselves to the extreme.
But that's the thing. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you guys being cool. But I feel like does Yamcha really deserve to get cucked? Well, not really cucked, but I feel like he could have at least gotten some puss. You know what I mean?
I mean, that definitely could have been done. They definitely didn't have to turn Yamcha into a meme. He should have been respected more.
Yeah, I'm so pissed. And you know what? I actually got Yamcha on the backstage right now. I have a different studio now, but we have Yamcha and I actually have Mr. Satan. Like I said, actual Satan Yamcha. I'm gonna talk about him on the podcast about how he fucking hates Vegeta. I don't know if he's gonna agree though. Let's just hope he doesn't cry on set.
Haha, well, good luck with your podcast. And by talking about Satan hating and disrespecting Vegeta, you've actually reignited my anger a bit.
Okay, I think you're misunderstanding this. You know what? Uh, that's the podcast, guys. That's the most boring podcast you're gonna watch ever again. Because I don't have any experience of podcasts, and maybe because podcast sucks. Goku, what do you think of
Yeah, I
podcasts?
think podcasting may not be your thing. You seem like you get distracted easily.
Distracted by what?
Haha, you keep getting distracted and lost. Maybe podcasts aren't the right job for you.
Or maybe because podcast just sucks as a genre. Because I don't know what you're talking. What do you talk about in podcasts anyway?
Well, if you know what you're talking about and you have good chemistry with whoever you choose to talk with, you can make a podcast interesting. Podcasts about a specific subject you're interested in, or a show you like to watch, or just life in general, can always be good if you're the right person for the job.
Okay, guys, I don't understand what Goku is talking about because I don't know English. So if you guys can leave a like and subscribe, and I'm gonna continue. What is this? What is the podcast name again? Like, do you remember?
You sure seem to be struggling with podcasting, don't you?
Yeah, I don't remember. I feel like I got schizophrenia.
Yeah, you definitely do. You keep switching topics and forget what you're even talking about sometimes.
Don't ruin the joke, please. I spend all that time preparing for the joke because the title is schizophrenic podcast. Okay, we're just gonna end it there. Just say goodbye to the audience and look at the camera, of course.
Of course, that's what your podcast is called. Anyway, goodbye, everyone.
That's all you're gonna say. Say more. Say with more energy. Come on, you're saying. You can like scream for like 10 hours.
Bye!
Okay, I guess. Bye, guys. I don't know. Schizophrenia podcast. I guess is not for me. I don't know, but because a lot of views, I'll interview Yamcha next time, or maybe I'll get long neck. That's the reason I did this. Okay, there we go.
No, you definitely shouldn't get long neck for an interview. That would be a nightmare.